What's going on, my fellow Kino Lords? So, even though Criterion season is way past us at this point, I got a little special treat, a little special surprise. Because even though all throughout the month of November, I wasn't able to cop any Criterions because I was broke as fuck. I was able to get a tiny little haul on the very last day of November over the course of 4 payments over the course of a few months. Yeah,
Tiny money.
I don't know if there's any much more to say than that. I'm just really excited because, again, I wasn't able to get anything, and this is a little special treat for me and all the viewers who I neglected horribly, who were all, I know everybody was really looking forward to Criterion content, so I'm excited. Let's get in here.
You suck, man.
I know, terrible. All right.
Oh,
Let's slice down the middle. Oh yeah, baby.
Ew.
You're like, ew. I don't like that.
This
All right.
man?
This man made me feel uncomfortable. All right. Let's get all this fluff out of the way. Get that out real quick so I don't get doxxed.
That's the best part.
No looking, no peeking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm turning it this way.
Well, I slightly looked already.
That's okay.
So.
That's okay. I probably already saw the first one, but that's okay. Let's do got a real life from Albert Brooks. Now this the 4K.
Oh,
Can't
I like
forget the
that
4K.
one.
Yeah, this was a movie that I saw a few weeks ago as a movie night in the Discord server. Which, by the way, if you want to join the Discord, $5 a month, you get to join and watch movies with me and have film discussions. Not only with me, but with film lovers all around the world. This was the last movie night I remember having, and this movie blew me away. I thought it was incredibly hilarious, way ahead of its time, and just like a really smart but also kind of stupid comedy. Very, very meta, and almost like, again, like this came before like a lot of its reiterations, like of the same variety, where you have, I mean, this, by the way, this is basically like a mockumentary on a filmmaker who is basically trying to capture real life in its purest form, and it just goes awry from start to finish. But it's just really, really funny, really absurd, and really ridiculous. And again, like, before like reality TV shows even became a thing, this was kind of already making fun of the approach. And I don't know, I just think like this is kind of an overlooked movie in the sense that maybe at the time it was big. I'm not sure exactly, but now nobody really talks about it. But this is a movie that really needs to be seen by more people because I thought it was really well written, incredibly well acted by Albert Brooks. And he wrote and directed it, I believe, as well. So really impressive movie. Yeah, I think that's all I really got to say about it. All I can say is that it's just really, really good, and I think more people need to watch it. So Real Life 4K.
Yep.
Let's get this knife out here before someone pokes their balls out. All right.
Someone or some cat.
All right, next movie, Election.
Yeah. Oh, good.
This was a movie that I recently did a review for. This was, I believe, Tyree's patron pick. And I love this movie way more than I should have, I think. But it's a movie that I had a lot of nostalgia with, not because I watched it growing up, but because I would always pass the DVD cover at Blockbuster. It's just the image of that poster is really hard to get out of my head with like the giant face of Reese Witherspoon and like Matthew Broderick inside her mouth. I kind of wish they went with that poster for the Criterion, honestly. Like they should have just. I actually like that poster more than this. This one isn't too bad, but I definitely like the original more. And this is a film that's directed by Alexander Payne, and it just has, I mean, yes, of course, like I think the comedy is really well written. I think he's a more impressive writer than a director, but his direction in this movie surprisingly has a lot of personality to it and a lot of like comedic energy to it. And just really, really enjoyed it. Again, like it kind of satirizes the political process on a high school level, but you can relate to it on a more systemic level in society. And the performances, Reese Witherspoon is so good in this movie. I think at the time a lot of people just hated her because she was so annoying in this movie, but her performance is actually like really, really, really good. Matthew Broderick, again, a lot of people hate on him because he's kind of like this bland actor. but the casting for him really, really works here because he's supposed to kind of have this bland image, but there's a lot of like, there's a deep like perverse nature about him within, and and again, I think a lot of it is about like the facade of the political image. I think that's why they kind of went with Broderick as well. But anyway, yeah, this movie's really, really funny, really great. Glad I finally watched it, and obviously I loved it so much, and that's why I bought it. So awesome. All right, the next pick I got. This one's fun. I remember when Criterion released this. Everybody was freaking out. They were going bananas over it, and I kind of was too. I thought it was like, wow, they actually did it. They actually fucking did it. I'm talking about Harmony Korine's Gumo on 4K. I mean, I don't think it matters on 4K or not because it's like intentionally shot with a fucking potato. Well, it's actually not that bad of quality. There's some shots in here you can tell are shot with actual like good camera.
It's all part of the experience.
Yeah, and you know look. I'm not a Harmony Korine fan like that, to be honest with you, but I fucking love this movie. It's straight out of the frigid armpit of America itself, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I mean, yeah, it could be a tough watch because of a lot of the like intentionally provocative content that's in it. But either way, I think it's an incredible movie. I think a lot of its boundary pushing elements are purposeful, and it's all part of the experience itself. And again, one of those movies that once you watch it, you kind of feel like you have to take a shower. But yeah, it's just a really great movie. Korine brings that raw VHS type aesthetic style to it that really like makes it feel much more authentic, because a lot of this stuff really is genuinely authentic, like the on location stuff, a lot of the extras that are in it that you see, like those are real actual people they just found on set. You know, obviously with the exception of some of the stars and stuff, but otherwise this is a pretty like crazy authentic movie that really, really goes far and is intentionally provocative in a way that I personally enjoyed. So yeah, and it has a really badass cover. Like I think it's a really fucking cool cover. They fucking knocked that out of the park with this one. Also, I have a scene analysis for this that I released, I think, a few months ago on the famous spaghetti scene in the bathtub. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out as well. But yeah, Gumo, really happy with that one. All right, last but certainly not least, some people in the Discord may actually say that it is the least, because I'll just say that this was a blind rec that I had in the Discord, and it was divisive in the sense that, like, I think 70% of the people, like, really despise this movie, but there was a good 30% that loved it. And I was part of that 30%. So I'm talking about The Color of Pomegranates. And I intentionally got this in the mail. I bought this online because this is a film that I cannot find in any store in my state. Like, I've looked it up. I tried to cop it in July, but there was not a single Barnes & Noble that had this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get this online, and I'm glad I finally own this movie. I believe this is an Armenian film, and it is. Look, obviously, just kind of like Gumo, not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, right? This is a very like abstract flow of visual poetry. Like there's not a story. Really, I mean, there is a story if you want to read into one, but it's not about that. This is basically almost like a stream of consciousness of abstract imagery, and it is so delicately made and so well done. My cat in the background getting into some shit.
No, he's eating the tiles, man. Again, he's eating them.
Dude, foam is his favorite food. Just make sure you don't eat any foam.
Sorry.
He be eating that shit. That's why I had to remove some of the shit out there. He's be eating foam. Yeah, you've had enough of foam? Yeah, I think he's full. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, like this is a movie that just it's not meant for like people to just understand it. It's crafted in a way for it to just be an interpretable, evocative experience. And it's just beautifully crafted. I mean, every single shot in this movie could be a painting. I know that's a cliched thing to say, but it actually is the case with this movie. It's intentionally crafted in that way to where there is just like this delicate way of placing objects on screen, this delicate way of choosing color for every shot. And and it's just a really, really crazy out there movie. And it's not even that long either. It's like an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, something like that. And I mean, just give it a shot. Like personally, I really loved it. I'm not always the biggest fan of like experimental abstract cinema, but I always appreciate them. And this is one that I both loved and appreciated. I don't know, personally, I just admire so much about it. And yeah, I will say again, just give it a shot. If you love art house cinema, if you love experimental cinema, I think it's definitely worth a shot. There's a lot of beauty in this movie, and a lot of shots that kind of really make you ponder about what they were going for. And I think it's excellent personally. So that's it. I think that's a wrap. Yeah, that's it, guys. Here, that's my stack. Let's put it out there so people can see how pretty it looks. It's so pretty, bro. It's so pretty. There you go. Yeah. That's it. Looks nice.
Kind of nice. It's a nice little cover.
It's nice to look at some Criterions. It's going a whole month during the season and not buying any was fucking painful. I'm glad I was able to buy this on Klarna. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of my picks. I want to know what you got during the season. The comment section is open for that. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night or day, whatever time it is you're watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Peace.
Yay!